Hey guys, Alex Legless here with an update to my shoe range. So if you have been following along with the channel, you'll note that I deal with a wide midfoot. So trying to find a shoe that can conform with the shape of my foot has been important to me for overall foot comfort, right? Which we're all seeking if we're mountain biking or if we're cycling. But what I found was, Sidi has been traditionally known for, being a narrow fit shoe. But I beg to differ. So I've tried the Shot, I've tried the Wire 2, I've tried the Sidi 60. I have not tried anything in their Mega line because, again, I don't have a wide forefoot, where, I really need the increased volume in the, across the metatarsal range here. So I need a flexible upper, right, that will allow my foot to kind of flatten out the material, right? So I guess we're going to call it like high volume shoes. So the Sidi Shot 2 and the Sidi Tiger 2, this is the previous iteration of the Tiger 2, have been fantastic. I've got about 4 rides on these now and just super impressed. I never really would have thought Sidi to be an option for me. I've always been running Shimano because they typically are a higher volume shoe. But what you'll note here, right, is that the Shimano has a slipper style upper. So it kind of wraps your foot around, right? So it does require a little bit more to flex the upper, right? Because how it's designed, it kind of overlaps each other. Where the Sidi, right, uses a center tightening mechanism, right, on both the high-end version, which is the Tiger 2, and the road line, right, being the Shot 2. So what I found was because of how the closure mechanism works, right, it allows your foot to flatten out, right, and then eventually the closure mechanism kind of equally tightens, right, around and conforms to your foot shape without over tightening it. Now, again, some people with narrow feet, I have 2 friends with narrow feet that tried the CD range here and felt that there was actually too much volume, and they ended up going with wires or other options. But again, I feel like I'm getting along with it well because the material, right, allows your foot, right, to flatten under load. And obviously, as you tighten it, it just kind of brings the material to you, right? Where this one, it's already, surrounding your foot, and you have to kind of spread it out more, and you're kind of fighting it a little bit. So again, I never had a problem with these. These are the S-Fire 901 version, the mountain bike version. But yeah, so I mean, I've been really getting along with these CD shoes. So if you do have a wide midfoot, or in this case, you don't have a wide forefoot right across your metatarsals or your metatarsal heads, this is a good option because I feel like this version of CD offers more volume, again, just because of how supple, right, the material is, right? It's very supple, allows your foot to flatten out under power, under load, and then because of how the mechanism is basically in the center, it brings the upper around your foot. So you'll notice that, I have a little bit of we'll call it bowing here because, my forefoot is narrow, but it's also to the point where it's bringing this section here actually a little bit tighter here. So my midfoot is wide. So it's kind of, again, conforming where my foot is inside the shoe in terms of volume. So, and you'll notice that I'm running Soul Stars. I feel like this is the only option that you can have out there for a true insole. So if you want to know more information about that, please go ahead and take a look through the video library. I've touched on them a few times. So absolutely phenomenal insole. Definitely changed the comfort and power. I can't speak more highly about them. So, but yeah, listen, if you have wide feet, don't dismiss Sidi. Yes, you can get along with their mega range, but again, the Shot 2 and the Tiger 2, because again, how the boas, or in this case, the techno dials, are placed in the center, again, bringing the upper to your foot with equal pressure, right? Equal distribution. So something to consider. So very high-end shoes. Can notice a difference immediately on these versus these. And what's strange is they both weigh the same, but because the Shimano has so much rubber in the forefoot, like you feel it's very heavy pedaling, where this one you can make circles easier. I guess maybe it's a little bit heavier in the heel because of the external heel cup, but just feel like you're connected, like you feel like your foot's connected to the pedal, where this just feels just basically stiff. I don't want to say any of them are slower or faster, but I do like how these Sidis feel. And of course, this was an option to consider since I've been using the Sidi Shot 2s now all season and absolutely in love with them. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I urge you to please like and subscribe. Helps grow the channel, helps support the channel. And yeah, be well. Thanks.